Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Nelson. You're watching Nature Nell, and if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by for this cute little haul from my last visit to OFE's, actually their final show of the year for 2024. I kind of took a couple of things. I didn't go crazy, and also we did a little gift exchange, Terry and I, so I'll get to show you what she got me. You probably already more or less have an idea because we were kind of giving away clues while we were filming. But anyways, I'm going to show you that, and I'm also going to show you a couple of blooms that have been popping up here and there. It's not that many. I do have a lot of blooms, but I already showed you guys. If you haven't seen it yet, go back to my What's in Bloom, the last one I did, and there's lots and lots of blooms there. Now, before we get started, I have been announcing a contest for the Fort Lauderdale Orchid Society show that runs second weekend of January for 2025. It's an awesome show. I think it's their 65th year anniversary. They've been doing this for a very long time. They are wonderful people. They brought a lot to the orchid platform, and one of those things is this show, which is super awesome. They have great vendors. I always look forward to the show. I've been going for years, even way before I started doing this whole channel, and I still have orchids from that show, bubble films that I have bought like 7, 8, 9 years ago. So anyways, if you want to join the contest, you get 2 free tickets and a polo shirt from the society. And all you have to do is just leave your first and last name with a little heart at the end. Now, a couple of you are not following the rules properly, and I'm trying to make sure that you make it to the list, but it's very important that if you're going to leave your name and a heart, don't do a comment on the thread. You can do a comment, but don't do it with your name, because that way it's easier for me to see the names and I can just go down and write them in. If you've already done it in previous videos, don't repeat it. There's no need for that. What else? Let me see if there's anything else I'm forgetting as far as those rules. I will be generating the numbers about a week before the show, and you can pick up your tickets and will call. I believe that's going to be the easiest way once you get there. Now, whoever wins, you have to be sure that you're going to go, because if not, you take away the opportunity of somebody else who can go. So if you win and you realize you can't go, oh, I'm getting drops. Water drops. It's very early in the morning and we are doing crazy here. Well, I'll show you later. We're cutting trees. It's really messy out here. So anyways, just make sure you let us know that you can go, so whoever the second or the runner-up was, they get to go. All right, guys. All right, we got that all out of the way. Now let's go see the haul. All right, my friends, so let's start in here, which is where I have been keeping a lot of my blooms. And let's start with this beauty right here. Now, you guys saw this. I went crazy over it. Actually, what? Oh my God, my cats need so much attention. When I saw this over at Vicky's Orchids, I just fell in love with it. This was such a beautiful one. As a matter of fact, if you look at the OFE's video that I just released, you will see that I did a little animation saying wow, because that's how I felt. And right from here, I can smell it. It smells so good. Oh my God, it's a very strong, sweet fragrance. You know, there's a specific floral fragrance that Cattleyas release, and this one has it. And of course, it did not come in this pot. It is a very well established. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. I'm not gonna try because I'm gonna damage the plant. Here we go. See, it's already ready to come out. So I went inside. This is a great thing about shopping for orchids at OFE's, because you can get the pot right there and see how good it looks. I was trying out new pots, and this one I really liked, which is squared compared to the round one I bought last time for my other Cattleya. Chris and I were like debating. At first we thought, oh, we're gonna like the white one, but we put it in the blue one because it really stands out. And I thought this was a sheath. I was gonna say, oh look, there's a little sheath there, but it's a leaf. Anyways, I got this from Vicky's Orchids. Oh my God, my cats. Hey guys, stop fighting. Look at her. She rules this garden. She's the only, well, there's 2 girls, but she's like the boss. Right, Savannah? See, she's after her brother. That's her little brother. That's Noah. Noah! They're awesome. Anyways, they were born here. Sorry, my throat gets a little bit dry early in the morning when I start doing these videos, because, you know, I just got up I'm taking the day off, and and I came straight back here. So it's so humid that I start doing the ums. All right, now the other one, we're gonna go here inside my greenhouse. For you newbies, this is my covered greenhouse. And for you that have been following me, you can tell it's getting a little bit too crowded. That's why I'm not really buying a lot of orchids, because it's like, where am I gonna put them? And they have to be protected here. Now you guys, this is already starting. Unfortunately, let me see if I can put a clip in there before. But this is already, it was fully open like this. It was gorgeous. This was my gift from Terry. She's like, pick one, because I love two, and I really, really love this one. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God. Now this one is from Krull-Smith. That is a tag, and it's crossed. And you know, after I brought it home, I realized that these are crosses that Krull-Smith is doing with SVO Orchids from California. And their orchids are awesome. They have a lot of mini orchids that are beautiful. But look at this, guys. Is that not a pretty flower? I wish I would have caught it. I mean, it's been a week. I've been very busy with my business, so I didn't have time to like record them right when I got them. But I'm glad it's still colorful enough where you guys can appreciate the colors. Very pretty, right? And then this one right next to it, this drove me nuts. So this is my own Christmas gift to myself. And this is also from Krull-Smith. And unbeknownst to me, hold on, because it's kind of dirty. There's that SVO again, which by the way, it stands for Sunset Valley Orchids in California. And Carlos usually goes to the Krull-Smith. My hands are so dirty now. I'm sorry, guys. I've been working back there because, like I told you, I'll just show you a very quick view of it because the garden is really messy. But anyways, I've been working, so my hands are dirty, my nails are dirty. This one also has Sunset Valley Orchid cross in it. So I guess Frank over there at Krull-Smith is doing some really cool crosses with their orchids, and they're coming up with these new strains that are just beautiful. This probably is now going to be my top favorite Cattleya, because you know it changes. It's seasonal, but this is absolutely beautiful. I love pink with yellow. It's such a cool mix. So as far as orchids go, that's it. That's my haul, believe it or not. Now, I did get the pot that I showed you from OFE's. And also, let me show you real quick before I start showing you flowers. You know what? No, let's not do that, because it's going to be like an ADD video. You guys are going to be like, no. Let me just recap, because you guys were very, very impressed by these flowers. And if you didn't see my last haul with What's in Bloom, that's the name. It's from Waldor Orchids. Now this is the one that was just in bud, and look, it's almost completely open. What a pretty. My partner is talking with our neighbor next door, so if you guys hear a lot of yapping in the background, that's them. And our neighbor, he's super cool. He's been here for many years, and when we start talking with him, it could take like a long time to release that conversation, because he's fun to talk to. He has a good conversation. Anyways, I wanted to go here and show you this, because this is the season for the Siku Marguerite, and look how many flowers it gave me. And this little flower, don't be fooled, it carries a very strong, beautiful fragrance. It smells like, to me, it smells like a vanilla cake. It's just delicious, delicious, delicious. And the fact that there's so many, oh my God, that is such a great scent. What a delicious scent. It's so sweet. So if you guys don't have this, they are all over right now. You can go and this is their blooming time now in December and January. and you can find them at any show. A lot of shows are now done for the year because we're only like 2 weeks away from the new year. But I'm sure in January for the Tamiami show or the Fort Lauderdale show, you guys are going to find a lot of these. And if you find them, take them. Here, I'm going to show you the name so you guys can write it down. Oncidium Siku Marguerite. Very simple. Sometimes, like you saw those cattleyas, they have very long names because of the crosses. But it's a gorgeous little plant. I have it in my Josh pot from the Orchid Den. It's been there ever since I bought it years ago. I did get this from the Orchid Fix from my buddy in Hawaii, who I haven't seen in forever, Hurahame. He sold me this, and it was really tiny. It's the first time I met him. It's the first time I went to Krull-Smith. So this is about 4 years old, this plant. And look how beautiful she is looking. Now, for you guys that live in Florida and grow your orchids outside, do not feel bad for your yellow leaves. Look at that. And this, look how much yellow leaves I pulled out. See, here's one that I have to take out. That happens yearly because of the cold snaps, and we have had terrible weather this year. So our poor orchids have been very confused on what's going on. So unfortunately, especially Vandas, they will yellow in their leaves. Now you don't see a lot of yellow in here because I cleaned it up, as you can see. Once you clean them up, you kind of feel a little better because it doesn't look so crazy. But when I came in here the other day when we had the cold snap, everything had yellow. I wanted to, well, I did. I threw out like 15 orchids. And I've spoken to other collectors, and I thought I threw out a lot. When I heard what they were throwing out and people who own nurseries, I was like, no. I'm not going to say names, but somebody threw out like 28 orchids. I would die. Look at this gorgeous little dendrobium here. I just want to stop by and say hello because it's one of my favorite. This is what they call the happy family dendrobium, and it is a very happy looking flower. There we go. That's a better shot. Look at those colors. The antennas, those little antennas are so cool. Now, I'm going to mention something today. You know, my channel is based on positivity and things that, you know, make us happy. I don't want to do anything that, I want you guys to escape when you watch my channel. You know, that the world is perfect, that kind of thing. Well, we know it's not, but let's pretend for like an hour and we'll have a good time. But sometimes things happen that have to be addressed, and I will address it at the end of this because I don't want to do it while I'm showing you beautiful blooms. But it's something I need to address because I don't know why it's happening so much. And I think it's best that I put an overall message so that way it stops. Because I don't think it's something that happens to other people. I mean, I don't know. I've spoken to other YouTubers and they're like, no, that doesn't happen to me. So I'm gonna see if by announcing this at the end of the video, it'll take care of the whole situation. Now this here, I showed you guys, it's already, these are on the way out. This is what they call green Gulf hair pig. But look, it surprised me with 2 more. Is that not a gorgeous flower? Look at all the little hairy ruffles right around the edges. And guys, at night, this has such a good fragrance. It's like a lemony, sweet lemon fragrance. And this plant I've had for a long time. I believe I got this also at Krull-Smith many years ago. I wasn't even doing the video when I got this. I got this like 5 years ago at Tamiami. And look how pretty that plant is. It's very big. But you see, if you look in the background, you'll see a couple little yellow leaves still hanging around. And you know, it's just, it is what it is, guys. You just have to accept it and not get demotivated, because it happens to all of us. And the reason I'm telling you guys, because you may see my videos and think, oh, his orchids are perfect. No, they're not. Nobody's orchids are perfect. We go through trouble just the way anybody else goes. Now, this was another amazing surprise. My Anopsis, I can't say the last word. Utriculoreoides. Utriculoreoides. I think that's it. Anopsis. Whatever. You get it. But look how pretty it is. Now, it's not a fragrant flower, but it's a beautiful flower. This comes from Miss Pam over at Orchids in Bloom in Apopka. And the last time I was over there, I took this little one with me to give it another try, because I had one that just didn't make it. And so I put it in this section, and it seems to really like it. Now, I have not been watering. I've learned that in the spring and fall, you should cut back on your watering. I haven't watered like in 4 days, to be honest. There hasn't been any watering in here, because when you start watering, you start getting a lot of these in the cold weather, these little dry leaves. So what I do is exactly what Mercedes does. She says, I don't give them water for like 3 or 4 days sometimes, unless it's like really hot. You know, when it's cool like this, it's like in the 70s, low 70s today. I may water my philodendrons, because see, this is already dropping. This is my bat plant. So that way they have water, but my orchids really don't need any water. All right, let me see. I'm looking around to see anything that I have not shown you, because I mean, this is already starting to bloom. This is my Neophonetia falcata, and she's not focusing, but it's such a cool little flower, huh? Look at that. It's not open yet, and you see this is called thrips. So as soon as I saw that, I started spraying it, and I saved all these, and I do spray it with 7. Let me see if I have my bottle here. It's on the other side. So if you guys who are new and just tuning in, this is probably going to be one of the best advice I could ever give you, and the cheapest one. Well, not cheapest, the most inexpensive. The difference between cheap and inexpensive is quality. So when you say something is cheap, it means that it's poor quality. But when you say it's inexpensive, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad quality. Now this 7, I call it Savine, because really it's not 7, not a B and E instead of an I. It's what I use to protect all my bulbs. And I will spray pretty much, especially during the bad seasons, like rainy seasons, bring a lot of thrips, windy seasons. The thrips literally go through the air and just land on your flower, on your buds, and destroy it. I spray this, and if I see that the buds already have 1 or 2 buds dying, I'll spray every day until the buds are starting to develop well, and then I stop. You never want to spray on the flower, because you'll kill it. It's only on the buds. All right, these are all my dendrobiums. I've shown you guys my path. This path lasts forever, by the way. It's already going on a month. Paths are very hardy here. I mean, all these are my paths. For you guys that have asked me about my paths, they're all here. I put them here because they were getting too wet outside, and in the winter they don't like to be too wet. They start getting damaged. The leaves start getting I love this Vanda. I've already shown it, but look, this is another one from the Motes that I've shown 3 times already in 3 different videos, and the flower looks like it just opened. So if you guys want a Vanda that the flower will last a very long time, it looks perfect for weeks and weeks, and it has an amazing fragrance, this is the one. And I bought 3 of them for $50 and put them in a cork, and look how nice they are playing together. All right, let me go show you what I was. Please disregard the patio. See, all those trees got cut. We had to. They were too tall. They were like this, and when they get this tall, we lose the fruits, and then we can't sell them, because once they hit the ground or they're too high up to reach. Savannah's always hunting. There she's hunting. What are you hunting, Mama? What are you hunting? Are you hunting lizards? This is like the best place. Oh, sorry, my phone doesn't want to pull back. There we go. I don't have my equipment today. I'm literally recording on a fly. I did not plan this. I was supposed to be at work. And yes, the path is finished. We have lights, but I will share that in another video, because we need to clean. See, I have Vandas here. This whole place is a mess. It's just like, I don't even want to think about it, because I start freaking out. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. If you guys saw the Mercedes videos, which thank you for visiting her video. A lot of you are like loving it and leaving amazing comments. She puts most of her orchids in baskets that have this kind of airy feel to it, because she says, hold on. I forget that I have the fan on, and then when I start editing, I'm like, I should have turned the fan off. So anyways, these are really good for your orchids because the roots can breathe. And that's very important for your orchids, right? It's really important because it doesn't let them get root rot. And I noticed, I think I paid $9 for this, or $8. They range between $6 and $9. They have all different sizes. And OFE's just started carrying them, and I told Terry, I go, what a coincidence. I literally just did a video with my friend Mercedes, and she was showing me these. Now, there's only one thing I wish it had, but it doesn't. And it's okay, it's no big deal. I could actually figure out a way through these little holes. I wish they would come pre-holed, you know, like already with the little holes to put the hanger. I think that would have been an extra plus, because it's easy peasy. But I'm gonna figure out how to do it, maybe just using one of these holes. It'll work just fine. But anyways, I am loving these. So I'm gonna put some of my dendrobiums in here. I'm thinking about putting my green flash in here. I think it's a little tight, but I think it's gonna work because it's a perfect container for it. So if you guys want to get these containers, you can just go online on the OFE's Orchid and Supply, or if you're a man, you just go pay them a visit. They just got them. They have a whole bunch of them. Now in here, as you can see, it's all crowded because this tent fell due to the storm, and I just put it back up. It like destroyed it. I'm surprised it looks like that right now. So of course you're seeing a lot of this because we still got a lot of this to finish. We're gonna do concrete all the way across to the edge, and it's gonna have the same, I mean, right now everything is stained from dirt. We've been walking over it. I'll show you very quickly. I'll put an inset right now of what this looked like at night when it was freshly finished. We pressure cleaned it and took out all the dirt. But of course, when you start working again and doing all this with contractors, people are just gonna walk over it. So once everything is finished and nicely put together, I'm gonna do a full tour of this. But for now, I'll show you a little tidbit of what it looks like at night. It was raining the other night, and it looked absolutely beautiful. It was so pretty. I was like, oh my God, this is like Disney right now. I don't know what she's hunting. What are you hunting, little girl? There's nothing there. All right, I think we're done. Let me see. Let me see if I have anything for you. I haven't even been in my little greenhouse because all this was blocked out. Let me see. It's going to be a surprise for you and me because I haven't been here in a couple of days. And this place holds a lot of humidity, so I can get away with not. Oh, look, my Jim Clark has a lot of flowers. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's always blooming, but last time it only had one flower. This is also from Krull-Smith. And if you guys want, love it. If you guys want a bubble film that actually smells beautiful, this is it. And I love this little labellum trap. It's really cool. Now, there's a demonstration, I believe. No, maybe it was this. I'm not sure. Of a fly pollinating this in one of my my videos at Krull-Smith. And it was really cool. This one just was hiding back there. Look at this. Starting to. How long that is. This is also from Krull-Smith. Most of my bubble films come from there. Such a pretty flower. You don't appreciate it unless you see it super up close and in focus. Oh, look what I see here. Look what we have here. This is my own named orchid, Bubble Film Nelson Vieira. Krull-Smith was so kind to gift me this. This year, I was gonna say last year. I think I'm already in 2025. Last year is because I want to be there already. I'm done with 2024. This is a crazy year. It's just anything goes. I mean, the other day they were saying something in the news that there's like UFOs and drones, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's just add that to the plate. And nobody's even responding to it. That's how jaded we've become of the craziness we've had in 2024. At least it keeps it exciting, right, guys? So anyways, this is going to bloom soon. I'm excited about it. Let me see if anything else, because these two are also the same. No, I'm so excited. I'm going to get a flower. Oh, look who's here, my stinky flower. This is my Wilbur Chang. Hold on. And this, guys, when it starts spiking like this, they are constant bloomers. Look, here's another spike. So it's good to always stake them. If not, they're just gonna fall down. Is this scales? What is this? No, it's dust. That scared me. Let me see, let me make sure. Oh yeah, it's, you know what it is? It's sphagnum moss. But anyways, look at what a cool flower that is. And guys, do not intend to smell in there unless you just want to be adventurous, because these puppies come packed with a big, hold on, let me see if I have, oh my God, it's grown so much at the tag, see? And now it's Wilberg. I missed a G there. And there's a reason why it's called Smell Me Not, the cross, because it smells like dirty laundry. Oh. All right, there's not much more here. This is all going to be repotted. They're just not doing good in the, not that they're not doing good, they're doing fine. It's just they need to be repotted so they look nicer. I'm going to clean this whole area out. There's a lot of work for next year, but like I said, I'm not going to think about it right now because we're not there yet. One thing at a time. All right, guys, I think that's it. I want to make this short, sweet, informative. I hope you learned something with some of the tips that I always try to give you. You know what? It wouldn't be fair not to show you my tree blooms. I always forget because since they're over here, look at this. What a gorgeous bloom. Now this comes from Motes, my friends at the Motes. Josephine Vanbrero with a Bits head. Is that what it is? Yeah. And I got this again. I love going to their table and getting that special 3 for, I think it's 50. So if you guys go to the shows, the Tamiami show that's coming right up in January, that's the first place I always go to. I go straight to their table because they run out really quick. And I buy these Vandas that are like 3 for 50 and I just put them on my trees. So if you have trees or if you just have a greenhouse or location to put them, get them because they bloom a lot. Motes orchids bloom a lot. That's the one thing I do like about them. Oh, let me see if they opened all this. Now my grass, see all the grass that died off. The reason we did is because in one of the videos that I showed you guys, I told Lewis, you know, I didn't realize how much grass has died because of all the shade. All these trees need to be cut down so we can get sunlight. So you're gonna see next year how much grass grows. Grass grows here very quickly, but you do need the sunlight. Look at this Josephine Vanbrero with Kaluwati. Also from my buddies over at Motes. I am so happy and so grateful for the Motes because if not, you wouldn't have all these beautiful crosses and all the shows. But these are really, really nice. And this one, here you go. And what I like about these is that they're seedlings. So sometimes you get a different color or different type of saturation. I really, really love this flower. And you know, against that blue background, how pretty, huh? Just beautiful. And again, 3 for 50 right here. And here are all the 3. Look how well they're doing. I put these here about a year ago. And guys, in just a year, look at all the roots, how they established all the way to the top. So what I do is when they have blooms like this, don't water it straight across. Water up on the tree and let the water run down because that's the way they naturally grow. They grow in their canopies and they feed off the water that runs down from the trees. So if they're not in bloom, you can just no problem. But once they're in bloom, you don't want to hit the flowers because you can damage them. So try to go on an angle and let them go here and then go down here and wet here. Don't water, don't spray the plant because you will damage those beautiful petals. Now this one, look how many, these are all our guavas. More cuttings, more things that we had to cut. There's a Lewis sighting. He's burning branches. Kitties! He's done so much work. He took 2 days off because his body was so in pain from cutting all. He did it with the contractors, but he's the kind of person, he likes to like take over. And I don't know if you guys are into horoscope or even care to hear this, but I find the characteristics of astrology very accurate. Being that I work in a salon, there's you know, I get to meet all kinds of people, and he's a Leo, and Leos are very determined, and they're very creative, and they know how to do things, but then they like to take over. But anyways, sometimes it's a good thing. Here, my arachnus update. Look at the spikes. They're just about to start pushing the buds out. This is such a gorgeous flower. Look at this. How pretty is that? I'm super excited. And I've explained already that arachnus, it's a love and hate thing, right? Because when I put it here on the tree, I only bought like, I think it was like 3 canes from New Delhi's about 2 years ago, maybe even 3. Because time is flying. And I noticed that the ones on this side, when the sun is hitting, yes, they yellow, but look how many spikes. I mean, it's just here alone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spikes just here. And I realized, you know, it is the sun that encourages this specific orchid to spike. Because when I put some here, you don't really see any spikes. And then the one areas that do have spikes, let me see, they're pushing see, they're curving out into the sun. So they really do like the sun. So if you guys have this orchid, it is important that you put him facing the sun to get your plant to spike up. Now the sun here moves. Right now it's here. It's all the way there. The sun will start doing this, and it'll move all the way that way to the other side of the trees by mid-spring to summer. It'll be all the way over there. So it's not going to get a lot of light here. So all the blooming is going to happen during the seasons of December, well, January, February, and March, which I think it's good. And then once the sun starts moving to the other side, then it starts, you know, slowing down a little bit. Even though last year did give me a lot of blooms after the sun moved. Let me see a little update on my bonsais after I did a huge cleanup here. They are all back in bloom. And if you guys remember, they had no blooms. They looked like they were dead. But bougainvilleas, they will fool you. Now, have you guys ever seen this? This gives me a white, a pink, and an orange. This used to be only orange. I'm confused why my bougainvilleas are giving me multiple colored. Like, look, white and pink, orange and pink. The only one that is all consistent with color is this one, which is like that fuchsia pink. But then again, no, look, this is fuchsia, but next to it is an orange red. So I don't know what's going on. I love it. I love that it's multiple colors. I've never seen that in a bougainvillea in my years of collecting bougainvilleas. All these I made myself, bonsais. I start off like this. It looks like they're dying, but they're not. They'll come back. It's just the way the plant is. And this is my variegated pink lemon. Gave me 2 new leaves. And I think, I mean, I've never grown one of these. I think she's happy. What do you guys think? Does she look happy? And if you've seen my videos, like 3 or 4 videos back when I first got it, it did not look like this. I put it in this pot and she's loving it. Loving it like Savannah, right, Savannah? Say hi to my viewers, Mama. Come here. She's on today. She is on. She is hunting everything and anything. Mama, say hi to the viewers. What are you up? Oh, you're locked in on that lizard, aren't you? The lizard right there. Oh, cats are so entertaining. All right, I love dogs, by the way. I really, really do. But cats are so much easier to keep. But, you know, I've been thinking about a dog. I don't know when that's going to happen. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I can guarantee you that. But I just love them so much. Yeah, I know, Papa. All right, I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna turn this around, and I'm trying to look around to see if there's anything I want to show you besides this flower. It's so big. Look at that. This is a key lime star. Key lime star. Look at her. She can't reach she's meowing away. She can't reach the lizard. So she's get it, mama. Get the lizard. Yeah, you too. Get the lizard. All right, guys, that's it. That is the end of this show. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a mini of everything. I didn't want to go and show you every single thing because I did show you what's in bloom. And so I figured, let me just give you an update plus what I got as a haul before the new year begins. I wanted to get all these videos out. That's why I've been doing so many, to just get them out, to start January fresh for the season, which is going to be amazing. I think I'm going to be giving you guys so much content. I did not lie when I told you a month ago, get ready for a lot of content. You're already seeing it. I'm excited about it. I'm happy that I'm finding the time to do it within my busy schedule. And I'm so grateful that you guys are supporting it and watching it. If not, why go through all the work, the hard work that it takes to do each video? It takes days sometimes to just produce one video, edit it, and release it. Let's not even mention the uploading sometimes takes long, because I do record on high definition, so it takes a little bit longer for all that information to upload. Now, what I wanted to say to you guys, or kind of, I don't like to say things that are uncomfortable. I just don't like it. But this is something that has been happening a lot, and I do need to address it because it's not, I don't understand why it's happening. But several of the viewers have reached out to me to find out where their orders are from Krull-Smith. I don't know where you thought I worked with them. I don't work with them. I don't know their business matters, nor do I want to, nor do I think it's even in my place to ask those kind of questions. You know, we have developed this beautiful relationship. It's a great friendship. I'm part of their family. And I think that if I start crossing that line, it could damage my relationship and it could cause a little bit of friction, and it's just uncomfortable. So guys, if you're ordering from Krull-Smith and you haven't received, or any other nursery that I may know or be friends with, I am not the person to call. I am not a hotline for that. I wouldn't even know what the answer is. And I just use my own common sense. If I order a package and it's not here on time, I try to figure, first of all, I call the place and I try to figure out, okay, what season are we in? We're in the holidays. Krull-Smith just had a huge show in November. Then they had the Thanksgiving. Then they had Black Friday. Now they're preparing for the January shows. So imagine all the work that they have to do, plus all the orders that come in. Now, they're not Amazon. You know, Amazon has 500,000 people in one warehouse. So of course you get your package the next day. And even Amazon this season, I've ordered things that I still haven't received from a week and a half ago that I ordered. So things are busy, guys. Don't reach out to me to try to speed up your order, because that's not going to happen. And it's just very uncomfortable for me. It puts me in a weird place. It puts me in a situation where I want to help you guys, but at the same time, it's not in my place to do that. I did speak to Julian about it. I asked him, is everything okay? Because when I started here, I go, well, let me reach out to them and see if everything's okay. They said, yeah, we're like pulling our hairs out. We're so busy and we're trying to get everything out. And then the way that, I guess the way that they do their shipping, if you order on Monday, it's not going to ship out till I think Thursday or Friday, which is their shipping days. So they're not shipping every single day. So the best thing to do is ask them, when are your shipping days, right? And when they tell you, then maybe order it on the day before and you'll get it much quicker. I hate situations like this, because I don't like to say anything that's negative. But I did need to address it, because it wasn't just one person, it was several people pointing out. And I also had a couple of people complain about the commercials. I don't choose the commercials. I don't place the commercials. I have no control over that. That's all YouTube. Now, I hate to sit through commercials. So my partner and I, a couple of months ago, we said, we've had it. We went on YouTube and we became members. I think he pays like $9.99 or something like that. It's not that much a month. I gotta tell you, it is the best thing we ever did. There is for the amount of money you're paying, it is so worth it because you don't have to sit through the commercials. It's weird because now when we watch YouTube, it goes from one video to another without any interruptions. It is wonderful. And the best part about it is I found out as well, because I said, well, where does this money go to? So I called, I found out what they do. Well, the money goes into the ads, not the ads, the episodes that we put up. Some of that money, of course, goes to YouTube, but some of that money gets put back on the video. So it's a great way to contribute to the videos that you watch without having to worry about, oh, how much do I send or anything like that. Once you become a member and let's say you're watching my channel and you're a member, that part of that membership goes back into my channel. So it helps my channel grow or anybody else's channel grow. So I think it's a wonderful thing. It's one of those things that actually I don't mind being a member of because it has help for the community as well as for the company. And listen, if YouTube doesn't get paid, how are they going to run this? This is a huge platform, and they also need to get some money. You know, I know that it's fun to watch things for free, but if you're watching for free, excuse me, there's a price to pay, and the price is commercials. So please don't tell me how angry you are about the commercials and how hard it is to watch some of my videos because of the commercials. I don't have any control of that, and I don't think any other video or episode YouTubers have in control, right? So that's my advice to you. If it's getting to you the way it got to me, because boy did it get to me. It got to a point where I was, okay, that's too many commercials. You know, they're increasing commercials, especially during the holidays. I would suggest spend a couple of bucks a month if you can. I know times are hard, and even a dollar nowadays is hard. But at least this is something that brings you joy, entertainment, and why not? You know, and that's what we thought. We're like, we watch YouTube so much, I don't even watch regular TV anymore. So that's my message to you guys. I hope it didn't come across too aggressive. I'm sorry, my throat. It's the weather. I didn't want to sound like too bossy or too like I'm reprimanding anybody. It's just that it wasn't just one comment. I've seen several of those comments, and it's increasing. And I said, okay, I got to talk about this, because if not, people are going to confuse my friendship with the nurseries as an outlet to get information about their orders. I mean, I would have no idea. Like in my mind, I'm still trying to figure that one. Why would I even know that? But anyways, I'm glad I got that out of the way. So I'm done. I will probably, I don't know if I'm going to do another video after this. So I'm just going to say it now. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. It's probably, this video probably comes out after Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas or whatever other holiday you celebrate. Have a wonderful New Year's. I think 2025 is going to be one that's going to change us. It's going to change the world. I'm seeing a lot of great things happening together with things that are crazy, but I have a lot of faith that we're going to go into a much better direction. I feel that way. I just think we hit rock bottom. You know, everything that has a disbalance will hit rock bottom and then build itself back up. All right, guys, so I will see you next year. My name is Nelson. You've been watching Nature Nell, and remember to always keep it green. I will see you in 2025.